in a process where I've been in touch with the IGF, because I think that, while the foundation is important to me, and I feel like that's a good way to help boost the profile of Ghana golf, I've been in contact with the IGF because I think it would be a bit more meaningful to the kids and people in Ghana if they can see a golfer with the Ghana flag on the big stage. So it's a process. Due to the Olympics, it's a process, but it's a process that we've started, so that hopefully I can get it approved and be eligible to represent Ghana in future Olympics. Golf is an expensive sport. It's actually an expensive sport depending where you are in the world. There are places in the US where it's actually relatively cheap to get started in the game, thanks to the programs that they have in place, like the First Tee. The real thing that it comes down to is the starting costs. So, and that can be as expensive or as cheap as you make it, based on what golf clubs you get. You can go and find some old golf clubs that'll do the job when learning. But if at the grassroots level, you can make it inexpensive if you have the right things in place, which is why the Danny List Foundation is formed, because over time we're trying to make it as accessible as possible for the youth. And for sort of the older people, the non-juniors, there are ways to get started for cheap, but it kind of comes down to where you are. Really a challenge. Obviously, with my golf career and my schedule, it's very taxing and very time-consuming. So I'm not able to be in Ghana as much as I'd like to. That being said, any opportunity that I have where I have time off, like this week, I'm in Ghana as much as I can be. The balance is made a bit easier just on the fact that the time spent and the success that I can hopefully get out of my golfing career will directly impact the foundation. So I see it as the better I'm able to do in my own career, the more I can boost the profile of Ghana golf and in turn help out the juniors. Yeah, so with the DP World Tour, you need to come in the top 115 at the end of the year of points earners. So kind of think of it as the Premier League, except instead of the relegation zone being 18th to 20th place, it's 115th place and onwards. So if you're in the top 114 on the tour, you maintain your card, and you gain points at each event, and it just accumulates throughout the season. Yeah, so as far as what would make a successful DP World Tour season would definitely be maintaining my card for next year and staying on the tour and hopefully having some good results, potentially even a win. That would be really special for me. As far as scheduling another clinic or another event with the foundation, I generally like to do it during the off season. So once I kind of get into the later part of the year and I finish the finals on the European Tour, which I think is around August or September, that's I find to be a good time to have a big event. But in the meantime, I think we're going to see what other sort of things we can do, maybe as far as just giving competition reps for the junior players. And and aside from that is trying to uplift the status of the game of golf in Ghana as well. And there's growing interest in it among the youth in Ghana, so however I can help to nurture that is very important to me. Yeah, the golf does pay. I'm not going to say how much I'm making, but golf pays relatively well. But you need to play well as well.